Things are a bit rushed. I apologize. Things are a bit crazy. Everyone on YouTube, just give me a minute. The game will be up in a second, and we'll be doing the podcast promptly. I just a bit of a panic. All trying to get thumbnail ready, forgetting that I had to I was gonna duo stream this to Twitch and YouTube. It's a bit tricky. So we're gonna be starting hopefully in 5 or 6 minutes. All my questions are submitted. The topics and stuff should be updated. Thankfully, Ryan and Soapy, well, Ryan probably took care of that. I don't know if Soapy would. But yeah, we're gonna have a good one. I'm literally just jumping on. I usually have like 20 minutes, half an hour before to get set up. Today I had like 5 minutes. I see you, Jared. I will have YouTube chat up. I can't really play the game, podcast, and look at chat too much. But towards the end, where it gets a little bit more Q&A, I do try to take a few questions out of chat. So we'll try. Nothing guaranteed, but if you want to submit questions, you can do that in the Discord. I have a !suggest command in a channel, and so do the other guys on the podcast. So yeah, they have other ways too. Soapy, I think, just basically takes questions in a chat live beforehand, and then I use my Discord, and I think Ryan uses his Discord as well. So I'm just gonna Squire kit up very quickly. Oh my god, I have so many meds, it's crazy. We were doing some trios last night, just basically to warm up in a way. So we've been prepped a little bit. I've been a little prepped to trios again, which is kind of nice. I don't know if I'm gonna run taunt in solos, but I guess why not get used to it again. I see you, Kavalev. I see you. I will be muting. I usually have Arch like a chat up like this that shows everything. I usually have like something like this up. But because I have the topics, which will also be there, it's gonna be tricky. Wait a second. I gotta make sure my topics are working. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to help them edit that. I'll message Ron. Oh no. I want to have the topics up. But as you can tell, shit. It's not giving me, maybe if I recapture, let's see. Oh god. Let's see if this is updating or not. Yeah. Oh wait. Okay. Here we go. Sorry. I have the old ones. Episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, episode 5. Episode 6 is not. Oh, biceps. Biceps is on it. Okay. It's gonna be updated, okay? It should be updated. Alright. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. Let's see. What were the topics here? What was mine? I'll help Ryan out. Guilds. Control. Let's see. Okay. I think I can still edit this doc. Oh, it won't let me edit. Fuck. Shit. I thought I was logged into this. No. Huh. 1 second, everyone on Twitch. I see you, Lance. Wolf Hunter Vid, and thanks, Necro. I see Ryan is trying to edit them, but I'll join the call, maybe. If I update? No. Damn. Maybe I go to Ryan's Twitch and see what's going on. Sorry, everyone. This is what happens when you get into a bit of a rush beforehand. Oh, okay. He's putting them in right now. I think. Okay. yeah, I got a video out today, which is cool. That was kind of fun. The old Wolf Hunter vid. Okay, yeah, Ryan's doing them. Okay, thank God. I thought maybe I just wasn't doing something properly. Okay, good. We're good. Everything's fine. I'm ready to go. I think I have the old intro, so it's probably gonna say, like old intro guys, but it's episode 6. Howdy. I had like a panic attack. Also, I apologize. Starlink's being a fuck. Okay, Starlink's being a fuck. You should still be able to hear audio fine, but if you get some stuttering, nothing I can do about it. Literally nothing I can do about it. It seems a little wonky right now. Usually at the start it's worse. Yeah. Damn, that'd be fun. Be pretty cool. Right. There we go. For some reason, there, my push to talk was all fucked up. Yeah, I had a panic attack because I seen the topics. I was like trying to enable them on my stream. And I'm like, oh god, did I like lose track of all that stuff? But it's just, you're just working on it. Yeah. All right. I'll let you update it. I think I'm on the wrong account to like help you update the topics, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, well, you're getting there. I believe in you. You got my topics, right? Yeah. I believe in you. It was a bit chaotic. I was like rushing out here trying to get everything set up, and I'm doing like the duo stream to YouTube, so I need like a thumbnail and like all those settings switched, and then like enable it on my Twitch, and it's like an extra 15-20 minutes of just screwing around just to get YouTube working, but they're lucky. Yeah. Perfect. You guys took all the good topics. I'm annoyed. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we could try that. Yeah. I know. Yeah. I like pre-warned everyone. I'm like, I got 2 chats open. I got 3 people. 3 people were like 3 different people are conversing. You know, like we're all talking, sharing opinions, and then we're also playing a game. So it's been tough. But I do agree though. I think it's sometimes nice to have like input, especially there's sometimes stuff like there's always those wiki guys that just know the information, and it's like, wait, what is that number we're looking for? And it's like, oh, chat knows. Right. Oh. Can't. Okay, wait a second. Apparently my stream can't hear you guys. That's nice. Okay. Wait. Discord's... What's going on here? What is going on here? Wait.
Do we know what episode this is? Is this episode 6?
Number 6.
Yeah, okay, so this needs to go... Oh, shit. Oh, what just happened? Okay, wait, can you guys say something now? Okay, alright, that was closer, I think. Let's try this one. It's acting really weird. Strange. One sec. It's like moved my, okay, I think this is good. Yeah. Shit. No, this isn't right. It's accidentally taken... It's gotta be this one, yeah. Discord's just being fucked. It's not going where I want it to go in my like sound capture thing. So it's like captured differently on it really doesn't want to move out of 1 sec. I guess I could just do this for now. We'll bring this back up and you guys should be good. Weird. Okay. Media. Yes. Okay. What's this one?
Okay, I think everything is set.
Yeah, just a sec. I don't know why it's doing this, but it like won't put you guys back where you belong in my sound system, basically.
Oh,
Bastards.
huh.
I think this will work. I should be able to run this. They should be able to hear you fine now. Yeah. I just want to make sure your voices are loud and clear when I'm playing the game, which can be, yeah. This should be good.
Oh, I got to turn down the in-game sounds a little too.
Yeah. That's always a problem. I usually had a compressor on that would duck your guys' audio, but I don't know if the filter's on this one, so yeah. Alright, we're good. We're good. I think we're good. They can hear us now. It was just moved around weird. Alright, Nomac. Nice to see you. Necro, you guys can hear them now, right? Yep, that worked. Okay, hopefully it's all good. It just, for whatever reason, my software that manages all my sound moved Discord into a different capture. I don't know why. And also, I've noticed that Starlink's being right the dickhead. It's just gonna be one of those evenings, isn't it? It's gonna be one of those evenings, unfortunately. Alrighty. Nice to see you, Mojin. Jared. Picture shitty on? Yeah. It'll be interesting. You guys usually always have good audio. It's usually just the stuttering once in a while. It could, hopefully it doesn't just completely explode. That'd be horrible. Double chat messages? Yeah, right. I gotta take those off entirely. Let's see. There we go. And yeah, what else? I usually mute them and my game audio for the intro, so I gotta make sure that I can do that as well. Fuck. Shit's a little crazy. Alright. I think I'm good to go. I think I figured it all out. Your topics is working, yep.
It's all updated?
I think it's all good, yeah. From what I can
I'm
tell,
good to go
my little
whenever.
OBS window. Alright. Damn, episode 6. Right? I missed the last one. That was 5. The old Joe. Huh. Who wants to count it down?
Oh,
Right? You want to do this
all
now?
right. I'm down. All right, everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now.
Alrighty.
All right.
Did everyone survive
guys?
the intro? I heard a little
Yeah.
freak out from Soapy just as soon as I clicked like mute.
Yeah, no, I
So-
think that's good. I think this is crazy, dude. Episode 6.
episode
Holy
6.
guacamole.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, so how long? This is technically the 7th week since we've started because we missed 1 week or something,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
Because of wipe.
Damn.
We missed one because of
That's
wipe.
crazy.
So 7 weeks, yeah.
Hey.
Damn. Dude, I gotta say, like, right off the bat, bro, right off the bat, fuck, the game feels good right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just
Yeah.
overall, just to kind of, like, immediately get that out of the way, I am having so much fun. So much goddamn fun.
Yeah.
It is
I've been
crazy.
playing more than I think I've ever played, just because it feels like there's so much to do. But
Mhm.
what are we
Oh,
we
yeah.
rocking here? Are you guys in Squire gear or what's the situation?
Yes, under 20.
Oh, okay, okay.
Doing,
Because I mean, I could bring in a green ring and like go full Soma with like a Sterling axe
whoa,
too.
we don't want to cheat here, okay? We're not
Yeah,
pulling a
okay.
Soma. We're not
We're just
pulling a
gonna-
Soma.
Yeah, it might actually be good if we find greens. We might as well just run them, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Down with that, yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, yeah,
So-
this game is so nice. Balance-wise, content-wise, best place it's ever been, I think.
Mm-hmm. Definitely agree.
It blows my mind how like, remember what Grayson said, the player base being small is what's like hurting so many things. And I took it like somewhat seriously when he said that, but then
Mhm.
I don't think I realized just how amazing it is when you have like 5, 10, or 6 times the player base. Because
Yep.
I was playing so little towards the end of last wipe for like the last 4 weeks to a month. It's like multi-class ended. There was like no real fun PvP options or like even things to do. And now it's just like a whole new experience. And it, you know, honestly, we got Abyss and Druid. But the player base being as large as it is so huge. It's so huge. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I kind of took it for
50K
granted when he
so.
said that. And I was like, now looking back, I'm like, damn, he's so right. So,
Like the thing I feel like that's crazy is like, you know, if you look back at the end when the game was like, you know, 2K in raid, right? 2K in
mhm.
raid.
Yeah. Mm.
It's so like if you were someone who was like below average skill level, you probably just got bent over to the point where you didn't even like there was like no way for you to enjoy the game. Like you just every
Yeah.
person you ran into was a turbo sweat lord running like the most crazy fucking gear that's imaginable. You know what I mean? Especially
okay.
at the play.
I have to share something here. I might have a blue morning star in my hands with a green stiletto. I might have trolled just a little here, but
Oh,
we'll survive.
dude.
We'll survive.
We're gonna get reported, dude.
Yeah, I may have forgot to swap my weapons out after last evening, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
All good.
Anyway, just
Well,
to
I think
warn
the
you.
First topic is yours, right, Wilson?
Yeah, the first one is like
Crafting.
something I've been addicted to, like way more than I was expecting. I didn't really do any crafting, like questing wasn't really that exciting to me last wipe. It was just like, because we had rotation, we had like the trio, the duo map, the solo map, going into crypts felt boring, you know? All the weird things going on with all the changes last one just kept me from doing questing. But now it's like I'm just in a rush to craft all the time. Like, I just want to unlock everything so I can craft. So I guess the question like is, are you guys doing any of it? And if you're not, like why aren't you? And if there's ways to improve on it, like what would you want to be crafting? Because I think there's just some crazy potential with all these crafts and mobs and drops and stuff I haven't even touched on really, so.
So I haven't
You
done
guys
it
take it.
yet.
Oh man.
But
missing
I
out.
will say, when Grimmies come out, I've been saving my teeth.
Wimmies!
Grimmies, when the Grimmies come out, all my teeth are saved. I'll be crafting for sure. I got some wolf pelts stocked up. I think right
As a
now,
team. Oh, we got 2 buff ball teams. We're getting in here.
Topic's going. Keep
Oh.
it. Don't stop, Ryan. Keep
oh,
cooking.
right. Right
Keep cooking,
now,
Ryan.
in terms of like cobalt gear, I feel like there's so much crafting since it's the only option people have.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I could just like buy on the market if I need like a really good cobalt piece. So it's like
It's so laggy, man.
How do you feel about the cobalt pieces that you could craft?
Cobalt's amazing, man.
the armor
Yeah.
pen's cool. Yeah, it's also like an
Yeah.
additional roll too, right?
Yep. Yeah, it is. Ruby silver is where it's gonna hit hard, man. 1% additional PDR on every piece.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've
Trying
been
to use
doing
copper.
some crafting. I'm not gonna say I've been doing a lot. It's definitely not a lot. What I was crafting when I was the copper light straw hats, just for like movement speed and strength. Like they just go hard. They're drippy. Feels good to make those. Feels good to roll them. They're really cheap. So I've been doing a lot of copper mining and some crafting, but other than that, not too much. I think I'm interested to see though what Centaur's Madness looks like this way.
Oh yes,
So like recurve, now has
armor pen.
10%, right?
Yeah,
off the top of my head.
I think.
Yeah, sounds right. So who knows what Centaur's Madness is gonna have? Is it gonna have? Because there's an extra roll on items, right? Like all crafteds have extra roll. So is it gonna be 15%, or is it just gonna be the 10 with the extra roll? That's just gonna be
Dude, wait, yeah.
We'll have to see.
I think the purples will be really good because you're basically, it's pushing you into like uniques and territory, which is like very strong now because or legendary territory and stuff, like one quality earlier. But I think I feel like we're not making a good enough use of like iron ore and stuff either. I don't like crafting like frannies and throwing.
I love iron ore, dude.
Wait, really?
Hunting traps. That's how I craft all my hunting traps.
Oh man.
So one iron ingot makes 2 white hunting traps, and that's it's like 3 ore is 2 ingots or something. I forget. It's crazy.
Interesting.
There's people above us.
All right. So maybe rangers are doing more of it than I thought.
Yeah.
Because I see it, it's just like no one's mining it. Like no one's mining it.
I think I'm the only guy.
Okay. Okay.
The only guy who's doing it.
All right.
But still, yeah. I don't know. It's interesting, bro, because I feel like crafts are like some of the best stuff that's in there. But then at the same time, you know what I mean? It's like
Because like I'm thinking like bone armor, like armor being crafted out of like mobs in game,
Okay.
Like I want like a padded tunic that's like a Yeti pelt, Like there's I feel like there's so many ways you could do cool stuff like that and not be like it's just kind of like drip in a way, if that's what they say. It doesn't have to be like super strong.
That's what they say.
That's what those young kids are saying.
The Yeti drip is what I'm looking for, basically. Yeah. Everyone's gonna call me a furry now again, but
man. They never.
I think I'm just addicted to it because like cobalt is the only way you can get armor pen on your boots, legs, and chest piece is with cobalt gear. So it's an extra 4.5% armor pen on any build I'm doing if I actually go all 3. But some of that stuff's kind of unique. Copper's amazing too.
You saying bone armor makes me think of Diablo 2 Necromancer so bad, and I'm just like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a green recurve on this guy.
Oh,
right on the ground. By the way, there's bodies everywhere. But I just think there's so many mobs that you could like get pieces off of, and maybe like I'm like assuming like the monster hunter crafting where you're like taking parts off animals and turning it into like armor and gear and weapons. And okay, now here's a crazy idea. But should there and people have like flaunted this idea around a few times, but there should there be like different variations of arrows? Like should there be craftable arrows that are like maybe broadheads? Maybe they don't have armor pen. They're just flash damage. It's a little too complicated. But
yeah, we're just waiting for quiver on that one. I feel like, right?
Yeah.
It's like that's a quiver thing. But yeah, like more utility arrows, less like damage arrows.
And like maybe survival bow can't use certain arrows because it's a survival bow, and like
heavy
that makes
loaded,
sense.
And because then like if you think of old school RuneScape, you need like you can only use certain arrows up to a certain quality based on your bow, basically, right? So that's what I kind of liken it to, where it's like, oh, you can use arrows up to this, but it's super complicated. I just think sometimes it's a little boring. It's just like everyone's just got the same arrows. Kind of neat to have some sort of unique way of like crafting arrows or even bolts that are, like Ocarina of Time. We got the fire, the water, ice arrows, and fire arrows and all that stuff. But that terrifies people. Anytime you mention anything about Ranger, people get terrified. So I hesitate to even say it.
A little. Yeah. Because magic damage is like the one thing Ranger can't provide. So that, I mean,
Okay,
not
now
that'd be, like,
imagine
a huge nightmare, but
imagine like a unique bow that fired like specific arrows. It'd be kind of cool.
oh, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. Yeah.
Oh,
Like some big
craftable.
trade-off.
Yeah. Other than that, I think people need to get more excited for crafting. You guys are just not involved enough. It's too much. It's too much fun.
Yeah. As long as finding gear in the dungeon is still the best way to become stronger, that's and even if that includes like you find the craftables in the dungeon and then you make it if it's like something that's hard, I think that's okay. But like I just don't want us to go back to the gold gear lobbies, where like it was just meta to just
Everyone crafting the
gold
crazy
gear.
cloaks and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That was kind of lame, I thought.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So
I just think like the stuff that we have now is actually it's really good. Like copper, I would play this whole wipe with just crafted gear, which I might.
Wait. Morty leaked it. Morty in my chat just leaked it. Volcanic ash is for fire arrows.
Yeah, there we go.
Holy fuck.
There we go.
Volcanic ash.
Yeah, he's an Iron Mace employee too.
Bonus damage to the Frost Wyvern boss.
Yeah, there we
shit.
go.
Yeah.
There we go. Hell
Excellent.
Yeah.
There's so many
Wait,
cool
what-
ways, but
The new Frost store, while we're on crafting, what do you guys think it's actually going to be used for?
oh, that's scary. Yeah, it's so expensive right now. It scares me, and like
It's so pricey.
and hard to get. I'm worried about that one because like the way it sits right now. The only way to do that boss is like, well, you guys would know with your community or Q sniping, whatever. So, I think what did Jay say? You had like 600 of them saved up
That's actually
between them all.
I think it was like over 100k gold in
Yeah,
value.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's something like really cracked and all those guys are just farming it with their community, I feel like the player base would be like really upset because unless like some serious changes happen to that boss where it's like accessible in a way.
Yeah, they need to make
true,
it so
it's
everybody can do it, not just people with communities.
Yeah.
100%. Like it's
But I seriously have no idea what's it gonna be used for. Like so far, like if you use ruby silver and stuff for examples, it's like a type of armor, or it's like ruby silver head, like leather cap, or doublet. There's not really any weapons you can craft that get really insane in my opinion. Like all the sterling stuff and divine stuff's okay. I guess maybe Centaur's Madness and whatnot. I forget about those. They're not unlocked yet. But if it's weapons, I'd be even more terrified. Honestly, I feel like it'd be kind of scary, but
Too strong, yeah.
like what's
Also,
past?
yo, Soapy, my chat just did the Uno Reverso on your chat. NASA said there's already fire arrows in the game because you could ignite bow shots with Wizard.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've never had my bow ignited. Unlucky. I like where I felt that kind of power in my hands. Fortunate.
I did once, like a
sometimes
while
I
ago,
forget that wizard has that spell.
because he accidentally ignited me. Like they're like really, really new players, and I got ignited, and I like slaughtered his friend. Oh, it felt so good. Yeah.
Dude,
What?
yeah, more like a really brief comment on that too. I've gotten healed by so many enemy clerics over the last week. Like, I forgot that was a thing.
Dude, I was just doing like kind of like a spectator thing, but like I do it as a rat. And a guy was healing a mosquito. Like he was like fighting a mosquito,
man.
and he was using his lesser heals on
the mosquito.
on the mosquito.
Damn.
Oh god, that kind of crazy aim though, eh? He's landed those. He's landed those. Fuck it off.
I think that covers it for my crafting adventure. I just enjoy it a lot and want to share it, basically. I want to see if you guys are doing anything, because I hadn't really, up until yesterday, we hadn't played much, so I was kind of curious, but from what I understand, you guys are way behind on the questing, and crafting is not on the to-do list. It's... Oh, damn.
Not yet. I am
What a shame.
stocking up though.
Alrighty. I think the next one is yours, Ryan, right?
Oh shit, I'm muted. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
My bad.
Did you-
I was
What was
yapping
cooking?
a little bit too.
Oh, were you?
Damn it.
You can keep cooking. We're not gonna...
No. Wait, did you hear me what I said about the mosquito? No, yeah, you heard.
Yeah.
Me. How the fuck did I don't know when I managed to mute my mic then. Somewhere in between that. Okay. I don't know how I did that. Never mind. Okay, Ryan, your
This
topic.
man's a full-time streamer. I just can't believe it.
You wouldn't
Yeah,
believe it.
I
You
can't
wouldn't
believe it.
Careful. Some people might get pissed off by you saying full time.
Oh, yeah, I
Some
suppose.
people in my chat might get mad at that. Ryan, your topic? What's it
All right,
looking
my
like?
topic is how much is gear influencing fight, like opposed to skill? Because this season, in my opinion, pretty drastic changes to gear, especially on the damage side. Like I know armor pen just hit us, so we haven't had too much time with it. It's been like about a week, but damage across the board has dropped. Health has gone up. Do we feel like it's a lot more skillful gameplay now? Or is gear still carrying most of the fights? I guess a better question is like, what's the split? Like what percent of a fight is determined by gear and what percent of a fight is determined by skill?
Dude, I think we're so close to like literal perfection. Like it's so close. So, like gear, dude, honestly, it could even like stay this way straight up, and I think it'd be okay. But like right now, I feel like if you outplay the fuck out of someone in purples, if you have like decently rolled greens, you can cook them. Like I'm saying, like, you know, if like the average player like owns the guy who's like, you know, average player in greens can kill an average player in purples if he does everything right in the fight.
Yeah, it did not used to be like that.
A little overtuned, but like, dude, I kind of feel like it's just really fucking nice right now, man. It feels really nice. I don't think I've fought somebody at all the entirety of the wipe, whether it be in like an HR or even like 1v2 HR, where I was like, this guy is not killable because of his gear. You know, there was never once that type of situation. I know, like, your guys' stream might not know this because I was watching it a bunch today, but I'm not sure if you guys showed the footage or whatever. But that we fought last night, our kits, like all three of us, our kits were worth what? Let's not exaggerate. 1,500, 2K maybe.
The most expensive thing was the copper chest piece, which is like 300 or 400.
Exactly. And we killed a team that their kit was one guy's kit was worth 25,000 gold.
Yeah, you know, I sold the guy I looted chest piece for 4K today. So
exactly.
So I completely agree with Soapy here. Like I've been impressed with how good it feels compared to what we had to experience in the past long time. Like for the past while, you know, it's felt really like awkward at times, but it feels really good right now. I think the big thing that's like maybe like people are seeing it and thinking, oh well, it's bad, is mainly because like the good players have good gear usually all the time, and you're seeing those guys clear wipe lobbies or kill players with like lesser gear and it looks bad. But most times, even if I'm killing someone that has like really bad gear on, I could probably do it with like no gear on because they just make really bad decisions. And I'm not just like trying to be like toxic ego, like I'm just a great gamer, but like there's so many times I'll fight someone and be like, why do you do that? Like that's just not smart. But it's just people learning the game. So like I might have like decent blues on and he could be wearing like greens, but it wasn't even the gear. It's just like he was just learning the game. Like, and I just you know, there's a lot of that going on right now too. So people are seeing that and thinking it's like, oh, he's getting gear checked. Everyone's just getting stat checked by this guy. And it's like, well, they're just making bad decisions too, because they're new. A lot of them are newer to the game and still learning the ropes on their classes. So those guys still don't have like purples and blues. And I know we killed a guy last night that had like full purples on. I remember saying, you guys, like people will see this and think it's like amazing gear. And it's like,
but it was all
there's no stats on it. Yeah, there's just like, it's just purples that are like 80, 90 gold each. And yeah, we kind of destroyed them with our greens. Like, and blues. We just destroyed this team. So they just made a lot of mistakes. So I think it's great. I really agree. What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah. That's in the best place it's ever been. I know there's still like a couple, like, you know, things that are a bit out of the bounds of balance. Like Herrick just said, armor pen rogue, and then I guess the current like move speed cleric. So those two things like a little bit out of the bounds of balance, but in the grand scheme of things, the game is the most balanced it's ever been, and by far. Like we had this discussion yesterday, and dude, there was a time in the game, I always bring this up, where you could build plus 60 flat damage, and people were okay with that.
It's
like,
so crazy.
We were like, all right,
60.
Like, this is gear.
I don't know how the game survived that, honestly, for as long as it did.
That's insane, bro.
It's nuts. So and it's in such a great spot.
It's really good. I honestly I think I agree with Soapy when they say like I don't think they need to touch any of the modifiers on gear for a while. Like I feel like the additional weapon damage, like the true damage, there's so many things that are working really good right now. I even saw, like, Ryan, you were doing, like, buff duration. I just put out a video on buff duration bonus and how you can stack, like, 70%. And it feels pretty incredible when stuff starts lasting 70% longer.
Dude,
really niche, but still fun.
From today that was crazy is I was doing 1v3 against a warlock team, and the warlock hit my trap, and I like waited a bit, and then I popped my triple shot, and I start like pre-firing it because like I want him to like right as he comes out, like I hit him with the triple shot, and I shot all 3 of the triples, and then he still wasn't out of his Phantom Eyes. And then he's still, after the triple shot and a second after, he's still in his Phantom Eyes.
Yeah.
He ended up dying. I ended up killing him. But, like, he had a buff duration build, and it made his Phantom Eyes insane, bro.
Yeah.
It's insane. I don't even know how long that was. Seemingly double the amount of
and
time.
you're looking at that reaction like what the hell is going on? This doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
No,
it wasn't broken either. It was just like, what the fuck is even happening right now? Like,
I did it on Fighter for like as cheap as I could, which oddly enough, buff duration rings are like fairly expensive because clerics I think are taking them now. With Resolve, like rings of Resolve with buff duration are like 100 plus. Like it's kind of weird. I thought.
Oh, okay.
But
that's a first for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So it was cool. I had like 10-second sprint. I mean, I had 15-second adrenaline rush. You know, it seems really silly because everything lasts so long.
You'll never get past our line.
Oh, dude, yeah, I think I agree that.
Oh, there's a guy behind us. What the hell?
Oh, this guy's lagging a little. Yeah, I think Gear's in a great spot. I think they do just need to, like, do a pass.
It's alright, Ryan needs it once in a while.
I swear the name was...
I'm getting out of here, boys. Sub in.
A pass on some skills and perks is needed, but yeah, I agree that Gear is like...
Yeah, I think...
Gear is great.
Oh. Fromage from afar. Damn. I believe in you guys. I think we pretty much covered all the good bits about balance and gear and how much we enjoy it right now. While you guys clobber these poor people. Oh, he smoked me too.
He's 1 HP for you.
He smoked me from across the room, the bastard. Get him, Ryan.
I believe in you, Ryan. Fuck him up. Oh, he's
got the. He's got the shotgun out. Oh, that hurt. Nice.
Oh shit.
For the next one's like a pretty spicy one, I think. But
yeah, okay. So yeah, it kind of goes like based on like what happened with our like matches last night, right?
What I just did with my Morningstar.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, gear different people in normals, right? So like, what extent do we think is healthy for the game, and what's it gonna look like for the future of the game? So the thing that's like interesting is like if you're using like something like a 2K kit in normals, you know, no one will bat an eye. Maybe some people, you know, the occasional person will be like, "Go high roller, buddy." But like again, that team that we killed last night, like you know, I fact checked all the prices of everything. His kit, one of their guys, this is just one guy, was worth somewhere in the vicinity of 25 to 30,000 gold. And he's playing in normals, bantering, talking shit, right? So
that's insane.
Unironic Biss, right? Like using unironic Biss in normals. They still die, they suck, right? But they're using it.
The crazy thing is, I don't think I've ever used a kit that expensive before. Like ever. And all like my time playing Dark and Darker. That's wild to me, but
yeah. So like that kind of raises the question, is it an issue that they can do that? Because you could say they fucked up, they played bad, and then we got their kit from using our 2K kits, right? So like, you know, it ended up being a good thing for us, a positive experience in the end. But is that something that should be allowed? Do we need to introduce gear score into like a gear score cap into normals? What do you guys think?
Thank you, Grunt.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one because, like, for us, yeah, it's really beneficial. We want to take on like good fights anywhere. It's like a huge come up. But Yeah, the game is technically still young in its in release, like especially for the Steam crowd. So they aren't seeing the huge like brunt of mega geared players rushing spawns, stomping lobbies.
Yeah.
So I honestly, I wouldn't mind an epic cap, purple cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like green to purple, it's a tough fight, but it's a manageable fight.
Yeah.
Full legendaries, like having that
Yeah.
extra roll goes so far.
The crazy thing about that too, is a lot of the gear we looted off those guys were blues and purples, and that's so it's like we're like that. There's another level past that we didn't even see, you know, and we're still talking like a 30-40K kit with insane rolls on it. So
Yeah, that shit.
it's a tough one because people want to use their blues and greens and stuff, and not get stomped, but they also, I don't think they want to like separate the lobbies so that it's like upper queue normals, like lower queue normals, you know? Like, are we gonna get that intense about it? It just depends. I think some of this stuff is just like preamble until we see what arena is, because that could be why they're making changes to make the dungeon less forced PvP. And like, I don't know if you mentioned or not, but that we had some weird sus moments with that guy, like chasing us around the map and stuff. So it may have been like some other things happening other than just him trying to gear check everyone.
Yeah, I didn't think that team was cheating. We looked.
Yeah, the video was crazy, and that wasn't even all of it. I just clipped the few seconds that showed some really wild stuff. So they're gonna do that in every lobby in min-max anyway. It's like, how many things can we put in place to avoid it? I don't know.
Yeah, I think I would rather them not limit it to like not being able to use legendaries, just because I feel like the similar experience of the Steam review bombs might happen just to a lesser extent. Like I feel like, you know, a Timmy who's free to play is like, oh my god, I got a legendary. LOL, you can't use it, buddy. Like, you know what I mean? Like I think that'd feel really, really bad for them after feeling, you know, good for so long. It might make it, you know, the whiplash might really fuck with them.
What's crazy is you get so many legendaries from Goblin Merchant that it's insane.
Yeah,
I gotta
like,
find
dude,
myself.
Like Wilson's saying, dude, like most of those items that I got from those guys were epic. Like, dude, that Frost Amulet, despite not being a legendary or unique, is worth like 9k fucking gold. It has action speed, armor pen, and fizz power on a Frost Amulet for like 9k fucking gold, and it's an epic. It's not a legendary. So yeah, I don't know if limiting it that way is a good thing. Like, I've been trying to think about this, and I have no idea what they should do, because it's really hard to say, because right now, the game's perfect. Like, just in this current moment, it's perfect. But in, like, a month from now, fuck, who knows? Like, when everybody's rich, you know, people are actually getting stomped. Who knows? Who knows at that point, but interesting. Okay.
I gotta find my naked body. Where did you go, Ryan?
He's
taking off you. Okay.
The oil.
It's funny. Yeah, I think it's a much less of an issue now with the way gear is. I think there's just a lot of people's first time getting exposed to it. So it's like, you know, you're gonna see people with good gear on once in a while. Just prepare yourself for it, and I don't know. Like, there's gonna be a bit of a learning curve here for a lot of players. That's because it used to be like horrible before. So I don't feel nearly as bad. And like that fight, I mean, you couldn't really tell other than when you got hit by his recurve bow that there was something crazy about their kits. Like, we ripped through them really with what we had. So it was like you just have to play very carefully. Just get good, man. Just get good. Kill all the guys in best
at the end of the day, Dark and Darker is very just get good, bro. And also, this guy's rocking a blue fucking longbow. No, fuck that. You know what? Fuck this whole topic. This guy's cheated.
I got a blue Morningstar, man. I'll smack him in the head.
Shit. That's crazy. But, you know, like, at the end of the day, like, the game itself is a little bit of, like, gear diffing. Like, it's almost like, that's what this game is. Like,
you want to feel powerful when you equip your blues and purples. Like, you want to feel strong. Like, if it was all equalized, you'd be like, what am I doing? Like, what's there to gain? Like, what's there to lose? You know, it's weird. So there has to be some of that, and I don't think there's a good way for them to like make it perfect. So as long as the player base accepts that people are gonna bring gear into normals for a while, and it's gonna get harder and harder and more difficult the later we go into wipe. Another big thing is how long these wipes go for. Before, I feel like the last one was way longer than it needed to be because of like preparation for
I
Steam
agree.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So this one could be like a fair bit shorter, and then maybe it's like that last 2 or 3 weeks isn't just uniques, legendaries, for like a month.
I would
I don't know.
love to see so much a like 2 months, like 2-month wipe. I think would be perfect for this game, you know. So people can build up like BIS by the end, but it's not like the whole entire month is just full BIS at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or even 2 weeks less. I think something in that range, 2 to 4 weeks less of time. I think is the play.
Someone in chat suggesting like 1 additional gear bracket for normals. Like, so you get the sub 25 or well 24 and under, basically 24 included and under, and then 25 and up, and then somewhere else there's another division. Like, would that be enough? I don't know where they would place it, but like I know in the past it was $2.99 for that division.
Well, I think $2.99 would feel so much different with the current balancing of gear.
Yeah, it would feel pretty equal across like the board.
That's a point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, like the old $2.99, like you guys remember we were playing it. Like I built a longbow that was doing 160 in a $2.99 lot.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? To the head on the dummy. It's like now you could probably only build like 120, maybe 130.
I think my gear score last night was like 260 or something, or 250. When we fought those guys, so
yeah,
we would technically could have qualified for 299. But I don't disagree with that. It's just the thing that always scares me is the maps, like map rotation, another bracket. No one's playing HR, which I think we're talking about later. Another division just terrifies me. I don't know why, but I just don't want lobbies to be the same guys running BIS. I'm playing against it in the late hours. Like I know some people play Monday mornings and stuff. You'd be running into the same few people if you're on 299 or whatever.
That's true.
Especially HR and stuff. So.
There's a whole team here.
Yeah, fuck him up. Oh, he tried to pull out his flute. Oh yeah, this is what always a rat. Okay.
That's a good point though. Yeah, like 299 opposed to just like legendary restriction. That would serve the free to play players pretty well. Let them use their gear if they want. Just like hard cap it if they have too much strong gear, and they're like, oh, if I want to like use this legendary with a great kit, I gotta buy the game.
I think that wouldn't be. I wouldn't be against it. I just hope that there's enough players to keep all the lobbies and the rotations, like all that stuff, like working out nicely. I know they talked about it a little bit last night, where it's like there's some dead lobbies if you queue at the last like 30 seconds or whatever, and it's like really awkward. So I don't know, like map rotation stuff may have to change, and that could be very difficult if we have that many queues and splits after 299 and before 299 and 225. And anyway, we'll see. Oh god, I'm getting beat up. I'm gonna watch. I'm almost dead. So we'll see. I don't think it's too bad. I really don't think it's terrible that the people are using gear in normals. I honestly have had the most fun in my greens and light blues, fighting everyone I can see. It feels so good.
Now it feels good. It feels good.
It feels so good,
man. God damn.
Well, like we're experienced players, so we have different vibes. So maybe newer players will be struggling, but we'll see. They'll figure it out. They'll get better at the game. They'll watch a few videos. They'll watch a 1v3 video, and then they'll be in there in no time.
There you go.
Yep.
All right, Wilson, your community topic.
Oh yeah, this one was a very deep question. I had to like shorten it a lot, but mainly just around like a lot of discussion around guilds and how like guilds could tie into like arena awards. Do you have like almost like guild war type things where you're actually queuing against other guilds? Like it was a crazy question, and there's like super in depth. I just want like maybe you guys expand a little on like what you think you'd want out of like a guild. Like, do you want to go in and like do like a crusade with your guild, like a raid, boss, or like 8v8 arena guild thing, with your team cape on, like old school RuneScape. Like, what are guilds gonna be? Like, what
Man,
is?
I've never played a game with a guild, so
Mm.
I'm gonna let Ryan cook because I know there's probably
Okay.
guilds in New World, I would guess. So
Mhm.
I'll let
yeah.
Ryan cook.
Yeah, so guilds, it's a slippery slope, right? Especially with a game like this, that's an extraction game. 'Cause
Yeah.
you don't want to restrict players from like content based on if they're in a guild or not. Like this game has a lot of solo players, like
Mhm.
a shocking amount of solo players compared to trios and duos. So I personally am a fan of guilds because I did come from New World, had a company, it was fun. Still chat with those guys every now and then. But in this game, I don't know how well guilds would work, like making guild specific events, if they keep the whole dungeon crawler vibe. So
Mm.
right now, I am opposed to like guild focused maps, but I am a fan. Well, I would say I'm a fan of like guild leaderboards,
Right up,
or like some
right up.
other way. Oh shoot! But
Quit your
it
yapping.
becomes weird because there's gonna be like a huge pre-teaming problem. If
Yeah.
like you recognize someone who's in your
Yep.
guild in your game, then boom, all right, let's work the lobby together. We'll just stay together.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I mean,
I'm a
that
little
being said-
terrified because people are super excited about all these different adventures you could take guilds, and like, I'm with you on this round. I don't know if some of those adventures are good ideas or not. Like, they're fun and exciting for other games, but I think one thing, and we talked about this before in a different podcast episode where we talked about community events, but I know it's what's that game called? Splatoon. Okay, have you ever played Splatoon where they do like a weekly or like a community event and you pick your like, there's like 3 options or 4 options, and like let's just say you pick a color and that's your team for the week. So then like that team is working towards the same rewards amongst like the entire game. Like, it's just like, whether it be grinding, let's say HR leaderboard or getting AP, but that guild, and if you get like number 1, you get certain rewards for that selection. So maybe not even like guilds, but like events that way, where it's like you're all joining on the same team, you're trying to accomplish tasks together. It's like a community event across whatever guild you chose or faction you chose, and you can go that route. But I worry about this whole like guild raid sort of situation, and it's exciting, and maybe I want like a guild hall where I can like chill with a community of people and we're all working towards like these community events together. But I think there's a slippery slope with pre-teaming and going into lobbies together, and like you all have your guild cape on, so now you're friendly because that guy's your guild guy,
Oh god.
It's like you got your guild cape on, so you don't kill each other, so you kill the other guy because he's got the bad guild cape. We hate that guy. So that's a little. So it's it's a little weird, like when you get into that stuff. Yeah, I agree with Ryan on that, but.
I mean, if the game continues to grow and they could afford to like somehow work that into matchmaking, I guess they'd have to limit like the guild size. Maybe it could work out. Like if you're like in a guild, you have a very small chance of actually queuing in with another guildie. But of course, it only works with like a massive player base. But yeah, I don't know. It is like a very slippery slope. Even now with like the Frost Wyvern,
yeah,
it's kind of weird with pre-teaming.
Yeah. I remember Jay almost like apologized. Like, he apologized on the podcast for like Lucy was watching Jay while they were doing all that pre-teaming stuff. Iron Mason Point or whatever, and he remembers like being like, I wonder if like we're the reason why they had to put that announcement out there, because between him and Repose, like 3,000 people were watching them, like, we're just going east, guys. Make sure
Yeah.
it was kind of weird, like, and they had to basically like put a halt on all the bans for pre-teaming, and reining that back in is going to be difficult. Anyway, we'll see. With guilds, one of the parts of that question was like, should people be able to queue together in their guild? And I'm like shared loot? Like, should there be a guild hall loot pile? Like, what do you think, Soapy? Do you think we should be like, just imagine like 50 to 100 people working towards like a loot pile.
Oh god.
I might be muted.
Oh, he might be muted.
Sorry, what was that? Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, since you're like the one who hasn't really played a guild game,
Thank you,
I
Logis.
think we're asking like, what are your thoughts on like a shared loot pile? Like, how bad is that for the game? Like how
Like
bad
every,
is like?
like you can go and like give gold to your guild, and you all share like 50 to 100
Oh,
people, let's say,
fuck.
maybe even more. You know.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think that should be allowed.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
That's what
think
my
so.
thought was, but it was part of the question. So
Mhm.
I mean,
Hmm.
it'd be like a fun community thing to have a guild hall. Famosa just brought this up, like guild halls that you could decorate with your trophies and stuff, like
Yeah.
big in-game achievements. But yeah, that should be like, oh man, maybe like not even call it a guild. It'd be like an adventurers group, like a small group of people. I could see working out. It'd have to
Yeah.
be tiny though, maybe like 8 people max.
Like, yeah, I do think it would be cool, and this was brought up in chat as well, like, Guild Wars in Arena just for, like, event stuff. Like, just, like, one-off events where it's, like, your guild versus other guilds, like, tourney-style stuff or whatever. It could be cool. But the rest of the stuff
Yeah.
worries me. Got a team over here. I'll get him with the Pavis.
Oh yeah, get that in there. Get that in there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Play 3, 2, 1, crouch. I don't think I.
I'm literally just behind you your Pavis. Ouch.
So yeah, I think we're mostly all in agreement that like it's a fun idea on paper. It's like a great community building thing, but like what it would promote in terms of the gameplay, it would essentially change the game completely.
There's a bard
That
under
being
you.
said, though, like I would say I don't really know what would happen.
Yeah, I don't know where they'd go with it or what they'd do, but I just sure if you had like some cosmetic stuff you could share amongst the community, great. That's maybe as far as it needs to go.
Yeah, because it's like already on their plans. Like they brought it up multiple times about guilds, so.
And there's a new change to the Gathering Hall, which is supposed to be its kind of hangout place now, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that has to be the what the guild would be surrounded by. But yeah, I don't know. Like I like the idea of guilds, you know, but like it would also it would benefit like people that have communities like us, like more than it would benefit the average player. So it's like, is that good? It's like probably not.
Yeah, what do you mean, man? I want everyone out there farming copper, putting it in my guild storage, crafting fucking 600 different sets of copper, and then running into arena as like the Copper Knight squad, just like, you know, come on now. It's not broken at all. Like, just all farm ruby silver for a month. Yeah, it's a little scary, but we'll see how it goes. And I think I covered not all of what we need to discuss about guild. I was curious because I don't think we ever talked about guilds before between the three of us.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well,
Interesting. Moving on.
all right, Ron.
All right, this one is my community question. What, or I guess it's kind of been discussed, but are we gonna get the Expressman soon? What are their exact functions? And also, what about some more new spells, Iron Mace? What we got cooking? So what do you guys think? A new spell? We'll start with the spells first. I think that's a bit easier to jump into discussion.
Okay, I think the first thing that comes to mind when you say new spells, even though it'd be like potentially really game breaking, it's just like we actually kind of do need to get a levitate. I think it would like even if it was super goofy, like you know, just like a super goofy fucking levitate would be so nice, man, for like wizard, just like as a meme. Obviously, I mean, there's more things they need to change about that class, but like you know what I mean. I think that'd be.
Didn't they mention like wizards flying when SDF was like, maybe it was Terrence like discussing multi-classing?
Multi-classing.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I mean.
So maybe it may be in the works. Yeah.
It was happening. Yeah, double jump, barbarian with a bow. Yeah. Yeah. So and then what was the first part of it? The Expressman too. I think. Oh no, you said you wanted to talk about spells first.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm like so biased. I never use spellcasters, so I don't know. I don't really have the best takes on that. But
Fighter and Ranger player, you guys probably have no.
Yeah,
no
I'm too dumb for that. You know what I mean? My knowledge is too low. I think someone mentioned before. I was listening to some stuff yesterday. Like I don't know where it was, but like cantrips for druid or some sort. Or the other interesting thing is I think there'll be some. I hope if sorcerers like. Sorcerer will come eventually. It could be a long time. But that means like Wizard will have to like, you know, maybe change into this more utility class, which they said. But I want Sorcerer to have like really insane, like couple really like big boy spells. And by that I mean like stuff that like isn't just a fireball. Oh, he's on me.
That he is. He's weak for you, Run.
There's a panther on you. Oh, we got over it.
Okay, overheated.
He's got a cape, yeah. Shit. I gotta heal up. Sorry, Ron, you're on your own.
This guy's kind of
Good.
weird.
Fall back.
But I would love to see like.
This guy has wolf hunters, bro.
Oh god, we gotta kill these guys. Sorry, Ron, you're on your own.
Good.
Oh! You, Run.
No, you're good. I think I got 3 parries off on that dude.
He's gotta be low. Shit,
Oh
I
my
almost hit
God.
Soapy. I think I want like big boy spells, like something that,
would
like
be nice, yeah.
like I'm thinking Skyrim. Those like really like end game spells that have like a really cool effect, not just like a little small effect kind of deal. Maybe it's, you know, crazy long cooldown, that kind of deal. Oh god, I could be dead here.
Yeah, I like more like functional, like utility spells, because I feel like for the most part we've covered all the like damage.
Careful.
Like, oh, this
He's
one
coming.
sticks to you and blows up. This one's
Thank
like
you. I'll get my bow back out. I might go in on him here in a
Those
sec, but
lightning strike, holy strike, and dreamfire. It's kind of like the same thing. Dude, you just
That's
domed that guy.
great.
I can't hit him. Oh, I'm gonna die to this guy. Shit. These guys have some stuff. We can.
Oh
we can-
yeah.
Wolf underpants, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know, right? I have wolf hunters and like a bunch of blue items with a fucking white longbow.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I believe in you.
What the hell?
Oh, gonna swat you
Oh,
with
nice.
that.
Got a
isn't
limb shot from that one.
he? Yeah, I
You
think.
have a better longbow. My loot, your longbow.
No, I didn't. No, mine's white
Okay.
as well. Yeah, I don't know. Spells are tricky because I don't want them. Like, I feel like some spells could be so. Like I say, big boy spells, but I'm also terrified by that and like trios and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And magic damage and all that, but the sorcerer's gonna need to have some unique things that aren't just like lightning strike, whatever it's called, chain lightning, fireball, and then wizard can't just have like utility stuff and be exciting. I don't think. There's definitely have to add some new stuff, but sorcerer is like, you know, in my opinion, like a little bit reckless, a little bit more damaging, a little bit more costly, maybe, right? But we'll see.
I have no game audio, by the way, so like I don't know like where this.
I'll
guy
listen
is or-
for you. He's in front of you, to the left, west. Yep. I want you to kill this guy. I think they have some bis on. We could be right into our conversation about killing people. Better gear. And the other one was Expressman.
Yeah, that one, I don't know. They gotta like limit it in some way. Because if you're just like going in half a lobby and then suddenly you're free, you're out of there, but you got
Oh,
your
no.
gear.
It's not hitting the trap.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't think I was gonna say. I don't even think he knew it was there.
Oh, you got him. Fuck yeah. Check this guy, please. I want to see. I gotta see this stuff.
That rogue had some gear too.
Yeah.
That's
man,
not
you
that
got-
much.
Oh, it's better than my whites, but you know, truth is gloves, guys.
Yeah, I don't know what this rogue did. This rogue has fucking
He scared the fuck out of me.
hunters and fucking true damage cave.
Yep. Oh, good fight.
That's funny. We I can't really make it. And these guys are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is like leading into our conversation about. Literally, this is exactly what we just talked about. Like I made mistakes there. I think we could win that even cleaner if I didn't go for that barb. But
I mean, I also
we have whites on.
headshotted Ryan.
Yeah, I suppose that could have helped us.
Collat
Yeah.
though, you got the collat.
No,
Oh, yeah, it
it's
does
a
say in the
long-
top,
it's a
too.
longbow. It's
Seriously,
a
Sophie
longbow.
TV killed Ryan 6 days a week. Damn. Yeah, you killed. So you got like how many kills you get? 1, 2, 3,
Oh, quite a few.
4 almost. You know,
Quite a few.
that's pretty cool. Huh? Expressman. One thing I'll say about Expressman that has me a little worried is someone that likes to jump into this game for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops. The whole like triple dungeon thing, I've always been concerned about it, keeping players like interested for that long. Where it's like, when Dark and Darker was at its peak, in my opinion, like crazy game amount of games was just like the lobbies hit quick, you're back in there. Like, Goblin Caves was like 10 minutes of just destruction, you know. And there's a huge amount of players that just play this game solo, like you suggested. And like, is there a large amount of players that are going to go into a dungeon solo, spend 40 minutes just clearing stuff, going down, sending loot back to their stash with Expressman, and then extracting, you know? I don't know. As someone that I'm like I'll game on my lunch break if I can for like 20 minutes, half an hour. That'll be just a part of the game I don't really do. Like, I won't do that. It's once we get beyond 2 layers, it's very unlikely, unless I'm doing trios with you guys or something where we're like committed to a session. I think there's a lot of gamers that just want like a quick hit of action. So that may be content for maybe not for me. So Expressman has me like a little concerned that they're gonna like really lengthen out these raids a lot longer and like make a lot of that content. I mean, we kind of seen a taste of it with Frost Wyvern where it's like I can't really experience that content as this, like, it's not gonna happen for me. I don't even like waiting for Abyss. I'm that impatient. So
yeah, I think the Expressman is a weird one to me where I feel like it's a little unnecessary in my opinion. But again, that could be a bias because, you know, I make gold and extract often, right? Like, so maybe that's why. But I kind of like the concept of this game, of how unforgiving it is. And like, you know, quality of life stuff I feel like is different than just like the game's core like essence. That I like the only way that you get shit is you extract. Like, that's, you know, that's what I like. I like that. That's the only way you get stuff. So if they do Expressman, I would kind of like it to be like you give him stuff, and if you extract, you just get that stuff. But if you give him the stuff and you die, you don't get it as like, you know, collateral. Like, it doesn't, you know, you have to extract to even get the stuff from Expressman too, I think. But I just kind of feel like the backpack is the better solution though. Like, I think like you could take the backpack at a risk of like maybe not being the most optimized build you could be, but you know, you can bring out more loot. I kind of like that solution more than the Expressman personally.
Yeah,
but I don't really also
the new
play
Ice King. I do
the
not.
game for loot necessarily. So like I play the game for interactions with players.
Roll one that casts light.
Know.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see, I guess. Maybe more of a thing like for newer players, like that are struggling to get gear out of Inferno. I don't know, like, because it doesn't seem, like you said, I don't think it's really necessary for the way the game's currently set up. So it's like, what's going to change that makes it necessary? Okay, a 3rd layer, like Frost Mountain having 3 layers, which they've talked about. And I very rarely will probably be going into that 3rd layer. Very rarely. I'm gonna have to put. I'm gonna put some
conversation.
Go ahead.
Quest just got released. Make sure you guys.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wait.
I have to do my crafting ones. Damn. Wait, they're not this week, son of.
They're not this week, dude. I actually
Iron
can't believe they
Mace.
delayed it.
I can't believe they didn't give us Ruby Silver yet.
Wait, is there quest or is there not quest? Oh, there is.
Yeah, but they're not like they're like the Goblin Merchant and stuff, you know.
Yeah, Tavern Master, Goblin Merchant.
I'm bored. Come on. I've been waiting. They didn't do it last week, which is really strange. Okay, just back on crafting for a second. I can go in on the Leathersmiths and craft like Wolf Hunters and Demon Clad shit, but I can only craft blues on Armor and Tailor, and that's like for 2 weeks now. Weird. I can craft like best in slot stuff on Leathersmith, it feels like, with Wolf Hunters and some of those blues.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
I can't craft like any of the Ruby Silver stuff, which I don't think is like that much better. Whereas like, okay, they held it off for a week, but now they're holding off for another week, which seems a little excessive.
Ready up.
Okay. I just put like green weapons on, just so
I'm going completely naked.
Okay. Fair enough. if I die, take my bow. Take my bow.
Oh yeah, look at these guys. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, those guys are looking pretty fancy, all their capes and stuff. Gonna be a tough one. So yeah, we'll see. Expressman, NPC, more new spells. Someone in chat mentioned like a scroll or wand that casts light ball that multiple classes could use. Like that's what I meant when I think I mentioned like cantrips, like something maybe more universal amongst all the caster classes. It'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, we can nerf him Bismore, sure.
Yeah, sure. I'm okay with that.
Okay, so for the last one,
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what you guys think about this, because right now, I don't really feel like if you're just playing the game for fun, right? If your mission is to just have fun, don't really feel like you're playing HR.
Yeah.
Right. Some people do find it fun. I'm not trying to say there isn't, but like, you know, what percentage of the people playing are playing HR, right? Probably like very, very few, because most people just care about playing the game for fun. They don't care about being like the coolest guy playing the coolest mode with the coolest, swaggiest, sweatiest players. So, what would you guys think if they changed High Roller to have no entrance fee? And I know this word is going to trigger some people, but you know, it's the easiest way to describe it. What if they changed High Roller to basically become like a battle pass? So if you just play the mode,
I'm already mad.
you'll rank up, and eventually, if you put the time in, you will eventually hit demigod. You don't need to be good. You don't need to extract. It's not based on this like a subtraction when you queue. It's just if you play enough, you will hit demigod, because it's like, you know, there's no skill required in it. I did demigod in 1v2s, demigod in solos for the 1st season. Like, I don't feel like a special attachment, like, oh, I'm a demigod and nobody else can be unless you're good at the game. Like, I don't feel that type of attachment to it personally. So like, what if they just made it so it's like if you play the X amount of money, you get that rank. You know, because like, and that's the incentive for people to buy the game. You get the cosmetics that are tied to demigod. That's why you buy the full version of the game, so you can play HR, get those rewards, and feel cool about the cosmetics that you get because you put the time in. It's not a skill requirement. You know, not that it's even a skill requirement now, but it's not a skill requirement. It's simply you put the time in, you get the skins.
I like that more than what currently is like on offer. You know, just put it lightly, I guess. I think I'm like what, a level 112 this swipe. I'm playing like a lot more, and I think I might have gone to HR like 4 or 5 games. You know, that's a very low percentage of my games. I did once the leaderboard. I was like, oh man, I can't wait. There's going to be a new leaderboard system. I'll go into HR, and then there was no leaderboard system change really. And I was like, I went in there, and like Yami was in there, and a few other guys. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna be queuing into these guys all night. Why? Like these, I don't enjoy that experience that much. Once in a while, sure, but for like 8 hours, just like farming AP and fighting guys in like the best gear in the game, it's like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm too impatient for that.
Yeah, it feels like unless you care about the rank or are running like actual BIS, you're just kind of throwing and wasting your time if like doing HR right now. Like, you know what I mean? So if you just want to play the game purely for fun, like you
yeah. I did a couple Frost Mountain ones where it just felt the mobs were so difficult and so vast and so many of them. I seriously spent 15 minutes just fighting nightmare mobs. And it did not feel great. Like, one guy just pulled all the mobs to me. I was fighting nightmare skellies, nightmare frozen things, nightmare bowmen. I was like, this is what HR Frost Mountain is. Loot your little module, take the AP and run, and then you're a demigod.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't feel very fun or engaging. Like I said, 90% of my good fights have been in normals. Like, very fun. Blues versus blues. Like, it's on. Oh god. You've got a whole chain of people here. We lost one.
In a way, they kind of address the, like...
Oh, we're so dead, Ryan.
Demi-rank skins thing.
I'm bringing them to you.
Through, the quest, right? Like, the quest system was kind of like the way to, Oh, dude, heads up. I made another team. I made another team.
You have to keep going.
But, like, yeah,
what's up, boys?
Like the play to get skins was kind of addressed with the quest. Because, like, you do the quest, you get the skins.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they need to make like demigod.
Open that door, Ryan. Open that damn door.
Gotta be another.
Oh my god. Okay. So, oh no, he's here.
When arena comes out.
I'm telling you, dude, the sweaty stuff should just be arena. Like, like no one cares. You got demigod, bro. like whenever I'm like trying to think about like massive ego. If I'm ever thinking about something to brag about the game, I'm never like, oh, I got demigod. Like it's not really worth like, I'm like pretty passionate about them changing it. Like I've never messaged the devs and like ever with like feedback. Like I've never DM'd the devs feedback ever, or even like considered it until like, fuck, dude, just make it. No. So there's like no entrance fee, and just like anyone can get demigod if they put the time in, and that's the incentive to like buy the full game. You get cosmetics, you get a cool rank, you get all this stuff. I don't know. I'm like really passionate about that one. So.
Can we just revisit that gear and normals?
Oh, I didn't even look at them. were they actually geared or what?
Oh yeah.
I was naked, so he killed me in like 3 hits. All I had was salad on my.
All like I'm seeing like the odd blue, but they're like additional damage purples and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we almost had that fight too. That rogue was so weak.
Yeah, it was interesting. Anyway.
And you want to do anything from chat? Maybe.
Yeah, we can definitely.
With some chat questions.
Yes, we certainly can. You guys got any spicy ones?
I don't think so.
Someone mentioned the main change demigod grind. Even if you die, you can still collect the AP that you work towards in the match. Yeah, this was mentioned, I think, yesterday as well on the Hold the Line or the Darkest Hour guys. Like keeping some of your AP even if you die from like the monster kills and stuff. And that's, it could be good. It could be good for like people that want to get demigod and just play the game, and they're going in there killing mobs and playing the game, but we'd still have to like remove entrance fee and stuff, and yeah, there's still other things I think they could change too.
I really think they just make it like, maybe they make it take a little bit longer, but there's like, sorry, you get less points, but there's no entrance fee, and if you just play high roller, you get it. Maybe you just play it enough, and that alone, I feel like, will make people play high roller. I think he should maybe remove the 100 gold coins. I feel like everyone, people who say that 100 gold coins isn't enough, I feel like that is the quickest way of outing yourself that you have like no idea what the average player experiences. Like the average player is broke as fuck and maybe has like 1 to 2k gold in their stash. Maybe by now, maybe it's more like 3 or 4k, but like still, like they're broke, they're poor. Okay, like 100 gold per raid just to maybe die to the first Nightmare Thanos they encounter. They ain't doing that shit, bro. They're gonna lose their gear, their gold, their AP that they've built up so far. You know what I mean?
It's so surprising to me because we've been here before. I remember when Coliseum was when the game first came out on early access, Coliseum was the HR map. You could only play Coliseum, and it was 100 gold entry fee. And I had never really played HR as a solo player, and I was like, the only way you could play was if you're doing trios, right? So I was queuing into trios, and I might have queued twice and just got absolutely destroyed by Bard in a Darkness, all that dog shit going on, and I was like, man, this is gonna there's people leaving this game so goddamn fast because it's like, I want to learn that map. I'm watching other people play that map. It looks like a really cool map because it's Coliseum. It's different. There's things in that map that I literally can't learn because it's locked in HR, and there's an entry fee, and it's like we're kind of like back there a little bit. It's like I want to learn Isabis in HR. I want to learn all those things in HR, but it's like there's a little weird gate, like again up once again. You know, it's still strange. So, and at the same time, they did a leaderboard, and it chased everyone out of HR that was trying to learn all these things, and it's like, here we go again. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really care about the leaderboard at all. It's like,
oh, fuck, I might
just go back to the old one.
Yeah, I'm surprised people even cared about leaderboards in Dark and Darker. I'm so surprised, man. Game's never been like a competitive like esports game, man. Never will be. I don't know. Best game ever made. Favorite game of all time, but it's just not a fucking esports.
That's my advantage.
Dude, could you imagine if like Valorant had like gear? Like I know they could like buy a gun at the beginning of a round, but you could also just get like deagled in the head and die.
Yeah.
Imagine if they had like stats in Valorant.
Yeah, it'd be good. Yeah. It's just not competitive. Yeah.
Yeah, this game is not designed for that esports scene. There's some people who are like really like stoked. They're like, oh, dude, Arena's gonna change the game. The dungeon, it's gonna be a thing of the past. It's just gonna be like quick clips, highlights. I don't know, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about Arena. I'm excited but nervous because like it's so hard to say like what it's gonna be, how it's gonna influence the game. You know, it will change the game. It'll make the game. If it's good, it'll make the game sweatier. And what I've been saying is like, if people are regarded as like one of the best at X, Y, or Z, well, we're gonna see if that's true. Like when Arena comes out, like because right now the reality is there's no fucking reason to be good at Dark and Darker other than you just want to be, right?
Yep.
It's like there's no reason other than you just want to be. But if there's actually like a place to play Arena where there's proper skill-based matchmaking, where it's like balanced and fair and competitive, then there's a genuine reason. So you can see if the game continues to blow up, all the people that you regard as the best, that might change in 6 months when Arena's been out for that long. You know, you have to think like all that type of stuff is about the talent pool. It's just like if you look at like powerlifting, for example, like 60 years ago, people were deadlifting like 600 pounds, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, this is unbeatable. This is human. This is peak human evolution." And then now people are deadlifting 500 kilograms, almost double the weight. You know, 60 years later. You know, it's gonna be like the same thing. If the game continues to blow up, the players that are gonna play it are eventually gonna get better because there's a bigger talent pool and stuff. So we'll see. It'll be interesting.
I think I mentioned this before with you guys, but it's like my fear with Arena is that the people that are like, there's already a lot of, I think, negativity about Arena from a lot of people in the community, like about whether it's necessary and it's like the dev time needed and all that bullshit. And then it's like, okay, well, these guys are like maybe the PvP guys that like that kind of content and make that their goal whenever they play Dark and Darker. Are they just gonna come right out of the gates hot off the press like Arena's trash, like there's no reason to be there, and still just keep doing what they're doing? You know, I'm worried that there'll be like a lot of hot takes right off the hop, and then like Arena just won't get the time it needs to like to be like talked about in a good way.
That's true.
It's already been like kind of like frustrating because people are already saying it's just like super unnecessary, you know, the things everyone's saying. Which sure, they're valid opinions, but I'm really excited and think we should try it. I just hope the people that I think should be playing Arena enjoy Arena, and I don't know if that's going to be the case. Because like if they start losing, if there's a class that's a little out of balance, if something's a little off, you know, it's going to be like, fuck Arena, I'm going in to kill people in normals with whatever on, or I'm going into HR with my full legendary unique kit that we farmed for the first 10 hours of wipe, and now we're just steamrolling people for a while.
Yeah, that's just how elitist this game is. It'll be interesting to see, man.
I'm worried about that. STF said this was a 10-year project. He did, yeah. So we got like what, 9 more years to figure out Arena. All right.
Yeah. I just hope they don't rush it. I hope they don't rush it. And I think I don't know about you guys. I'm just so attached to like the core essence of the game that like I'm super excited for it. Like I used to play games competitively. Like I'm super excited for it because the reason why that like I do 1v3s is because like that is what kind of fills my balls with like that type of dopamine. Right?
I knew you were gonna say balls.
I know, yeah. But, you know, if I just play solos, like I don't get the same sense of dopamine from a victory. You know, so it's like you know that's how I do that. But then you know, if there's Arena and it's done well, like I'll probably go back to like genuinely caring about being good at a game competitively. So.
It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, it's a different vibe. It's gonna be a different vibe.
Yeah.
You guys any good questions in your chat, Ryan?
Not really questions. We're just discussing the Arena.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I guess one thing that Captain brought up was like Apex Arena. It didn't like do well, and same with Tarkov Arena didn't do well.
Oh yeah.
So it's like I don't know. History might rewrite itself.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But remember, it's not what you guys all think it is. But we have maps that show it as like in a PvP locked-in area. Yeah. Remember, it might not be what you think it is. Well, that's just a joke. It could be. It's gonna be odd, probably. If they're trying, they've seen those things. I think they even talked about Tarkov and some other games, like drawn inspirations all from many games. So they will hopefully have done their homework and been like, yeah, that didn't work. Why? Tarkov had some weird progression issues where it's like certain builds were locked out of progression. So if you chose like the wrong path to level up, you're just getting destroyed by people in like a certain build path. So that was kind of weird, but a whole host of things. I never played it. But
I do have one last question, and I'm getting pressured by chat to ask this.
Oh,
This is a
okay.
community question.
mm-hmm.
This is addressed to both of you. Crazy thing too is we kind of already talked about this in our trios. If you were going to marry one of the other hosts, which one would you pick and why? I am forced to ask that.
Wait, I have to marry one of you guys?
Wilson.
Mhm. Yeah, I choose Wilson.
I'd marry Wilson for sure.
I don't know. I don't think I could afford all the shawarma. I don't think I could afford the shawarma and sushi and all that. So I think I have to go with Ryan.
Yes. Yes.
I think Soapy's a bit like a high standard, honestly. Like he's
rank 1, baby.
so
Rank 1
like,
Wilson selection. I'm never gonna let Soapy live that down. I'm gonna remind Soapy that every day now.
I don't know if I could afford
Good
Soapy
fuel.
and his habits. I don't know if I could. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'd be. I'm a pretty demanding partner. I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you need your sleep, or else you're cranky all the time. Like you even said that. Like I just hate being in a bad mood. I get like 8 to 10 hours. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
8 to 10? No, it's like 7 to 8. Okay, it's not 8 to 10 hours of sleep. It's 7 to 8. Like like a healthy, normal amount.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't hear Ryan out here complaining. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Oh, clutch time, Ryan. Clutch time. Man.
Oh yeah, 10 HP in a dream.
Finish it off with the W.
He's got the Pavis out.
Show why
Only
you're
good things happen. Dwarf now. Oh yeah, dwarf skin. I don't know if they'll ever do dwarf skin. Now that I think about it, I don't know.
Yeah, they might not actually.
I was kind of surprised they did like it. Honestly, if they just, I will say this on skins. If they release another one that can't wear helmets, that's like you have to pay for, I'd be a little disappointed.
Yeah, that's
It's like we have like lizard, we have like lichen. Can we just? We have like one good one. Oh, that was a trick.
What the fuck?
I've never seen that.
Oh, there's a goblin.
Good.
Started off very good though.
Damn. All right, boys. Good episode.
Excellent.
Goddamn. Episode 6 in the books. Goddamn. Any parting words?
No, nothing I can think of.
Yeah, the game's in a really, really good spot. We didn't really have like anything negative to say other than maybe like some of the HR stuff. Maybe the Expressman we were kind of little torn on, but
Yeah.
other than that,
I mean, Expressman, all we have is like a picture. Like,
yeah,
Sure,
so,
yeah.
I mean,
That's
hopefully
true.
some things will change in that.
yeah. All right, boys. Hell yeah.
Well done, Iron Mace, says chat. So that's good.
There you
Good
go.
way. Fix warlocks. Okay, now we're getting a little. Okay, well I'm gonna stop reading them now.
Yeah.
GG's.
GG's. All right, boys.
Jeez.
I am hungry, so I need to go get some food. So I
Yeah,
peace
I don't know if I'm gonna be on long either. I got stuff on the go, so
All right.
enjoy your evening.
Ryan, are you gonna be streaming for a little while longer?
Yeah, like another 2 hours in me.
All right.
Nothing too
man.
crazy long though.
Sounds good. All right, boys. GG's. Talk
Peace.
again soon.
Jeez,
Bye.
Ryan, are you doing longsword still?
I should, yeah.
Are you sure you have permission
Shit.
by the longsword guild to do that?
I'm not accepted in yet. I'm still
You're not
filling out the
accepted. You're
apps.
an affiliate or whatever they call you. Yeah, I see how it is. Yeah, you better not say anything really like definitive about that weapon because there's people that know better.
Oh,
Dude. It's a fun weapon. I'm enjoying the buff duration Pavis longsword build you're messing with. Yeah.
Did you see that wizard fight I had?
No, I didn't. Did you kill him?
No, they got out, but man, it was a really fun fight. I was just like outlasting all their spells, like
With
managed to
Pavis?
back them into a corner. Yeah, with
Okay.
Pavis. Which is very nice.
Interesting.
Like, it had a lot of magic res on it, but they juked me pretty hard with the invis. Had a really good
Oh,
juke.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Wizard's still OP as hell, right? So, yep. I see. Anyway, you enjoy your stream. I will leave you to it. And, yeah, good luck in there. Have fun.
Yeah, thanks, Wilson. GG's, man. GG's.
I made a good decision, I think, on who, you know, who I'd spend my life with.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be saving
Yep.
so much money not buying shawarma and boba.
Sushi and protein
Sushi.
powder. Protein powder, yeah. And gym memberships. Oh, yeah, fuck. Yeah, crazy. Anyway, see you, man. Have a good one.
GG's.
Alrighty, chat. Thank you, everyone on YouTube, for showing up. Everyone on Twitch. We can chat for a bit. Is it raining still? I was gonna hang out with my wife for a bit. It's her birthday today. Last night we did some family stuff too, because she was supposed to be going out with friends, but a bunch of her plans kind of get kiboshed, and it's kind of unfair for me to sit out here conversing with strangers when it's my wife's birthday. So I love you all. Vizzy TV. Thank you for that Prime, man. I think it might be actually official tier 1. But we can, anything like you guys want to bring up quickly, like I know Arena scares some people. Bandito saying, Phil, just increase the AP needed for rank and make it more progression based. Good pod, yeah, it was fun. Honestly, we did some trios last night. I will show you guys, maybe, if I can find it. We were talking about that cheater vid, and like I haven't shared it with you guys. Let's see if I can find it. There was a pretty crazy video last night where we killed a team that was like definitely. I have a clip that's linked on my. I'm listed on YouTube as well. Just one sec. I'll find it. I want you guys to see this because you'll know what we're talking about quite quickly. There's also this fight I want to share where I think I hit like every longbow shot, but okay, we'll leave that one up for now, and I'll show you guys this video on YouTube because it is weird. So we talked about this initially, like Soapy showed his guys. We talked about it during the podcast, so I do want to just like make sure you guys are all on the same page with this. One thing I just realized, I left all my streams open, like all my restream and shit, but it could be why my game was super laggy for a bit. My processor was working like extra hard. Yeah, I put out a video today. Pretty excited by that video. Wolf Hunter buff duration is kind of fun. But we will check out this clip of these guys that were for sure cheating. Honestly, for sure cheating. Let's see if I can bring this up. We can get rid of the topics. We can get rid of that. We can bring your guys' chat back. We will capture this guy. Let's see. Sussy is what it's titled. Yep. Okay. Alright. So this one's really, it was like weird. Okay, so what ended up happening was we got into, oh, it's all fucked up here. One sec. We ended up getting into, like, we were doing like blues and greens. Like you see I'm wearing, like, I'm using like blue weapons, like green gear, copper plate, odds and ends. And we got into a lobby where we got hit by this guy and he was hitting like serious damage. Hopefully this can be heard by you guys. Yeah, it should be. And so look at that. Right off the bat, like Soapy rounds the corner. We think these guys are pressuring us from like the monster room, right? And he immediately starts headshotting Soapy around the corner. Okay? Like boom. Quick shot, pre-firing. It's like, okay, that's a little crazy. Like, but maybe he's seen Ryan. So maybe that happened. You know, maybe he saw Ryan or whatever, and like he's just slinging some arrows through the door. Can't see HP bars. Okay, yeah. Let's do this. So then I start just like trading back and forth. Shit's happening. Soapy decides to go around, and you can hear the audio. I'll turn the audio up. He's shooting at me the whole time, and just watch what happens. Shooting at me. I'm trying to distract him. Soapy's trying to get an angle. Ryan gets headshot here, I think. Assuming he peeks. Yep, okay. Not fair shot. Like, good job. He's spamming arrows through the door. But this is crazy. Let's watch this. Okay, for one, he's VoIPing scaredy cats. He's gonna shoot. And just watch how quickly he turns on to Soapy. Shoots. And then headshot Soapy at the other door. I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe that. I was like, okay, that was kind of weird. Like, I had his full aggro and his attention, and then all of a sudden he's turning and like he's putting an arrow right where my head is. And the fighter, he had a fighter, so I was thinking like, okay, well, their fighter has a bow. No, their fighter had a crossbow. So their fighter wouldn't have sounded like that. You wouldn't hear like the bow draw and stuff. I was like, okay, that was kind of weird. But it gets better. Look, headshot right where my head is. Okay. Then he hits Soapy immediately after. I'm like, okay, this guy's a god. And don't forget, like, he's hurting. Like, he was hitting me and I had plate armor on, and he was, like, wearing some crazy gear. Like, Soapy mentioned this guy's kit was, like, 25, 30K. I looted a chest piece off the fighter. Like, Ryan and I split the fighter stuff. We killed these guys. Maybe I can show it at the end. We end up killing these guys. And his chest piece on the fighter alone was worth 4K. So, like, crossbows were worth 4K. Like, all the rings were worth, like, 1 or 2K each. And then this is when it gets really bad. This is when, in my opinion, it's the most obvious. So, I'm here, trying to distract him still. We're doing our thing. I'll skip ahead a bit, because it's right at the end. Still, I'm just trying to land hits. Watch this. Watch this. This is crazy. Shooting at me the whole time. Shooting at me the whole time, okay? Soapy slow walked into the room around the corner with no line of sight. At least there shouldn't have been line of sight. Shooting at me. It shoots an arrow directly at Soapy's head. Like, where Soapy is standing through a wall. So, like, I don't think he could see. Like, I'm pretty sure he's ESPing. Because, like, I don't think there's a way for him to know that Soapy's still there. And it's worth shooting an arrow at when he's literally engaging on me on the other door. When I have a bow and I'm firing back. Like, no one shot anything from that side or done anything. And he all of a sudden turns and shoots an arrow at him. Like, it was so crazy. This is the second I clipped the whole, like, the past minute or two. Because I was like, okay, I think I need to clip some of this. It was crazy. That was a lot. That was, like, the reason why the clip cut so quick was because, like, that was the second I clipped it. But, yeah. Shooting at me. And shoots at Soapy. Like, I'll go back a little further. See, that arrow I'm pretty sure was... It's so weird. It's just so weird. So weird. Like, I remember watching Soapy slow walk into the room. I'm like, I don't think he knows you're there. And then he did. Same as the other interaction earlier. We didn't think he was shooting at Soapy, and then all of a sudden Soapy gets hit the second he peeks the door. Like, the second we walk into the room to start this fight off, he's headshotting us through the door. And this was, like, just a part of some of the weird shit. We end up finding another team. We engage with them for a bit, and then we run to the corner of the map to try to get blues as fast as possible because we want to see these guys' names and what they were doing. I wanted to spectate this guy for a while, and I just couldn't. So because like we end up getting into a fight with them, which I might have it. Let's see. We wanted to spectate these guys, but it went a little weird. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I think I have the fight. I don't know why my player is acting weird, but we have the gear. Okay. We have the gear. Okay. This is the fight. Yes. Alright. See if I can get this to capture. Sometimes my shit doesn't work properly. Yeah, anyway, it was very sus. Like, that was like a minute and a half of like a long engagement. So, we'll see if... I forget which one I need to use for this to work. Media player, maybe? It's so weird. I'm so annoyed by sometimes by, like, I don't use screen share because I don't want to leak, like, stuff, so. Okay, you guys can see that. Good. No, this is sometimes the one that... Okay, yeah, this is the guy when Soapy's, like, saying a little weird. This is literally second after he shot at the guy, right? So, I'm gonna mute the end because I just don't want to hear all the VoIP and stuff, but, let's see. Yeah, so we run. We fight this team, and I'm just like, guys, this team's gonna push us. We get the hell out of here. Like, it doesn't, like, every time we left a spot, they were right behind us. So we get out of here. We go for the blues. It's all kind of scuffed. One sec. I don't know why. I guess it's not too scuffed for you guys. That's not bad. We go for the blues, right? We're trying to get the hell out, and then basically there's a point where Where is it? I think it's right here. Yeah, right here. I'll turn the audio back on. You can't hear my mic, but I'm saying right here, like, they're coming through. We have to fight. Like, we have to fight this. So, we're fighting. And they got us cornered. Like, they chased us across this a couple modules. They knew we were here. They picked that angle to pressure us from. It was all a little weird. And this happened, like, the whole game. We were getting chased by these guys. Barbarian comes in. I hit him. I think I hit him with an arrow. Let's see. I hit him with an arrow. Because he gets closer than I would have liked before I got my weapons out. Yeah, we tagged him there. And then I wanted to warm all this guy in the face, but I switched to try to slow him down. It's just a bad switch on my part. But he starts getting ripped into by Soapy. And then it's just like the fight's on. The fight's on. Ryan's opening. I have no idea where Ranger is. These guys are running, so I switched to bow. And Ranger's behind us. I hit Ranger. Soapy immediately hits him right after. It's such a satisfying kill. The whole time, Ryan was calming, like, the whole time. Like, behind. So, like, I had no idea this Ranger was here. I'm focused on those two guys, trying to get my bow out. And then we double tap him, yeah. Like, I'm getting my bow out, and Ryan's like, behind, Ranger, up high. And it's like, okay. And we just destroy him, man. It's so good. It's so good. And that's the guy with, like, 25k kit on. Look where he's positioned. Like, his team's sprinting away. Soapy gets the angle on this guy, double taps him. Yeah, they start VoIPing, it's so funny. Yeah, anyway. Soapy gets another kill, and these guys had like 20k kits on, so it was terrible positioning. Yeah, terrible positioning. They thought they had us right where they wanted us. We just cooked the Barbarian with our bows, and then cooked the Ranger with our bows, and then we cleaned up the last guy. It was crazy. So there's that one, and this is like, I'll show one more that is just why I've been playing fighter this way, basically. This is like a team comp that I would really struggle with before. Before the armor pen changes. And these guys are decently geared. Like purples, blues, everything across the board as usual. We ran into a lot of good gear. So, let's see here. I wonder if I can make this a little better for you guys. Maybe not. Anyway, this was a good fight. So we were set up here. Let's see. Yeah. Set up here. We knew there was a geared team. We already took out one team with full purples on. Like, the purples weren't good rolls, but like we weren't using like I said, the blues I had were my weapons, and then I think most of my stuff was like blue boots maybe, percent move speed. I was stacking armor pen, and then I just started cooking these guys with my bow. Like, I gotta watch this again. As they come into this room, longbow with 40% armor pen. Remember, 40% armor pen. There's 2 hits, maybe even 3 at this point. There's another hit. There's another hit. There's another hit. I hit all 6 of my arrows. I was like, oh yeah, these guys are struggling. Meanwhile, Soapy's above, and now it's just like kite time. They just can't get away. Another arrow. Look at that guy. So full here. If Ryan didn't get in my way, we kill him there. I swear. We just destroyed this team with like heals and PDR. Yeah. I'm just trying to get a throwing knife on him so he can't pressure Ryan. He's got smite up, I think. 45% armor pen Morningstar. Doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter. And this guy, I think this guy riposts my stiletto because I'm like really worried that Ryan's gonna get riposted. And I can't really swing Morningstar into it, so we're gonna like bully this guy. And he riposts my stiletto. I'm still amazed by that, so I just get the fuck out of there. But anyway, that's why I've been playing the longbow. That's why I've been playing the longbow. And I think we should see gear here. Yeah, these guys had some decent stuff. Like, you know, they've picked their gear, strength, armor rating, rings, you know, decent blue crossbows. Yeah, good gear. Dagger post, I still can't believe you did that. But like this start was so satisfying to me. I know I'm playing fighter class and people may cringe at this, but to do this in 299 lobbies before was like, without the armor pen changes, this doesn't happen, right? Like, we don't turn these guys back. Like, they made a horrible decision. They got way out of position. They were super confident and just like, buff ball, I'll send in the fighter. He's got second wind, like all the things that used to work so well. It's now really struggling. And we're just pelting him. It's so funny, fucking Ryan blocking my shit. So crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna go spend some time with my significant other that's not Ryan. And I appreciate all you guys. Thank you for the follows. I know Mixmaster, Mason, Zammy, Grunt, it's Vidar. Thank you guys. I will be back likely tomorrow. I'm hoping tomorrow night for an actual like good stream. I know I worked on a video last night, and then tonight's a little bit scuffed with the podcast, but my camera's also kind of in a weird spot. But thank you, Eames. Thank you, Grunt. Thank you, Moss. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys. Oh, Zathic. Thank you as well for stopping in. I want to show you guys us killing. Like we were okay. Just before I leave, we played for about 3 or 4 hours. I died once to to a wizard in like the first game. I got fireballed, chain lightning, like off on my own, like trying to like create space for Ryan and Soapy. And I was using my kit was right here. So I was using this. This is what I was using just for everyone that thinks, oh, mosquito's biting me. I was using this. I think it was a mosquito. I hope it wasn't a spider bite. I fucking hate spiders, and they're everywhere in here right now. This was the kit I was using, so I end up upgrading. Actually, no, this is not the kit I was using. This is the kit I made today. This is my good kit that I purchased today after selling the chess piece. I was using worse shit than this, like way worse. I had a green cape. I think I had a green cape on. Yeah, I know. My kit's gone. Oh, maybe that's it. Something like this, basically. Armor pen rolls. I was wearing cobalt chess piece, or I think I was using my shitty one, which I think I sold today actually because it was so bad, and kept the action speed one. Crusader helm. That's probably my good Crusader helm. I was wearing my shittiest gear I had. I was actually wearing the shittiest blues I had, and we died once. So just leave already? Yeah. Anyway, all right, I gotta go. Anyway, it can be done. Gear problem is not that bad. It's really, really fun. Bye, everyone. Peace. Thank you, Logics. Thank you, Games. Okay, I'm leaving. Bug bites? Yeah, I just got attacked. See ya. Have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow. Peace out. Someday we'll be Giga Chad, 1K Andy viewers, but for now, we're just surviving.